Hello, this is GenXPCGamerGuy. This is my review of a PC game that is a space RPG called StarCom Nexus. This video will first have the computer voice describe the game while displaying basic information and showing actual gameplay. I will follow up to express notable things about the game, including what I liked and did not like about different aspects of the game. I will then suggest several improvements and include a basic rating of the game. And finally, I'll express any likely future replay potential of the game. So, let's get this video started.
Description of game is as follows. StarCom Nexus is a space exploration role-playing game, where you are a human captain of a small spaceship, with apparently mundane tasks to complete. In the process of reaching your latest task's destination, your ship is pulled into an unknown rift and ends up in a strange new place somewhere in the galaxy. And your sudden appearance immediately causes you to make lots of friends. Eventually, you do find a true safe harbor, and discover you were not the only one of your kind pulled through the rift. Now, as captain of the only apparent human ship, you are forced into a perilous situation of self-preservation, and the need to explore the surrounding galaxy to find out where you are, and how you got there. You need to find the resources to research, build improvements to the ship, and help your fellow humans survive. In your explorations, you will need to interact with other races with the hope that most aliens encountered will be peaceful, and can lead to trading resources and technology. The inevitable, hostile encounter will remind you to build your ship's offensive and defensive capabilities. In summary, explore, survey planets, research, trade, improve your ship, and solve the larger mystery and numerous smaller quests. And, when necessary, fight for survival. The game is single-player and not free-to-play. Currently, there is no downloadable content. End of description of the game.
Most of what I think of the game comes after playing nearly to the end of the storyline, which took about 36 hours. The interface is simple and functional enough. Gameplay occurs centered on your ship, in the zoomable local area, and the galaxy map views. A few important indicators of your ship's status are in the bottom right corner, like energy, hull points, and any expendables. And your ship location, speed, and game date information are in the upper right corner. A closer local view is for combat and exploring the finer details of an area. Planets, ships, and other items are just a short distance from your ship, but maybe beyond your vision are represented on the edge of the screen with a distance indicator. This game has some visually impressive things to see on occasion, and this is the view to use. Most of the exploration is standard for this style of space role-playing game. Go to stars, check out all the planets, and unusual things in orbit around those stars, like comets, space stations, etc. Plus, blow up the stuff that needs to be blown up. This game includes mysterious derelicts and puzzling artifacts that may or may not serve a useful function. I'm not going to give that away. To save yourself from complete boredom of always direct traveling between the stars, there are several ways to fast travel to get around the galaxy. The first type that you quickly discover are fast travel lanes, which all but a few systems seem to have. Some systems even have multiple fast travel lanes. The other type of fast travel is called Nexus gateways, which are fewer in number but can send you instantaneously anywhere that you found other Nexus gateways on the map. The strongest thing going for this game is its approach to customizing the ship. It is well done and needed to tackle different obstacles and objectives. There are many weapon choices. In my opinion, the first weapon type that you get and always should have on your ship are plasma turrets. Their main advantage is an omnidirectional firing arc, which focuses fire on where the mouse is pointed. The disadvantages are potential power drain and limited range. Research can help improve on any of these disadvantages. The other alternative weapon choices are all available through research. Missiles are my favorite go-to weapon. They are long range and fire and forget with enough research. And seek out your highlighted target. These weapons are limited by quantity. Your ship will make replacement missiles if the resources are available, and how quickly will depend on how many missile launchers are installed on the ship. Attack drones are autonomous small attack vehicles and another limited resource. I rarely use them, and they weren't a focus of any of my research when I played. I do have one or two on my ship for when I need a distraction when fighting multiple enemies. Secondary lasers are damaging beam weapons that have limited range and drain power quickly. They are the best when missiles cannot do the job and an alternative is needed. The Axial Ultra Gun is a very damaging single-direction beam weapon. It takes time to charge and can be a huge power drain. I rarely use this weapon, but it is the best punch against large, mostly slow or stationary targets. These alternative weapons in combination are usually the best option when fighting really tough opponents. The defense modules for your ship are optional, but necessary for survival against tough opponents. Every module on board your ship has limited hull points, and slowly repair over time if damaged. Preventing or limiting damage is always a good idea. Armor modules are a passive defense that reduce damage taken to surrounding modules. Shield generators are an active defense that absorbs damages before you start losing hull points. Havoc missile defenses automatically create a flak umbrella, which intercepts incoming missiles, drones, and debris, which is kind of cool. Now, the overall ship is more than just the weapons and armor. Your ship needs specialty modules to support functionality. Reactor modules provide power for your ship. A survey module is needed to conduct surveys of planets. Engines provide thrust. Obviously, with more engines, the faster you move and turn. Hopper modules are optional, but provide the capability to jump distances nearly instantaneously. I always forget that I have them in the middle of a battle. Habitat modules provide crew. Crew is needed to run the ship, and some may be lost on planetary missions. No crew equals no ship. Switching designs, and therefore adding, subtracting, and rearranging modules, can be done only at your starport. I started playing this game near its release time. Some of the small things that I could have complained about, like bugs, have been fixed. Although its early release version was good enough to keep me interested till the end of the game. It is the end of the game that I had an issue with. This is not a spoiler because it seemed that I followed a mission path that did not allow me to finish the main storyline. Even though I should have been able to make it to the end. This apparent bug could have been fixed in the meantime, but I do not see a fix when I use my last saved game. I likely will need to revert to an earlier save and finish. Hopefully it will not be necessary to start over completely. Otherwise, there are not too many things I would do to improve the game. My main improvement would be for more actions to do at a planet when surveying, something like really landing and exploring. Again, that may be of limited holistic value and could get tedious because the game offers a lot of places to go and things to do. One other thing I would change is not to see the regeneration of asteroids in any systems. You can collect items and research things from blowing up these asteroids, or other kinds of debris. These fields should disappear and be a limited resource to make a game a little more challenging. The last thing I would like to see is a multiplayer option being added that would allow players to fight with their designed ships. It might be fun. Overall, this is a good single-player space combat game with a decent role-playing storyline. I like what they did functionally with the game to allow a lot of customizable options. If they fix the difficulties I had with the unfinished storyline, I will rate this game higher. At the current state of the game, I rate it between a 6 and 7 on a scale of 10. I will continue to look back at the game because it needs just a little polish and to see if I can finish the story. I do recommend people buy the game who like space role-playing games. This is the end of my video and review of StarCom Nexus. I hope it was informative and that you enjoyed the presentation. I am GenXPCGamerGuy, and thanks for watching my video.
We are just getting started on this site. Please subscribe if you like. Everyone be safe out there. Goodbye.